So that nameless party may well have bars in their future, and I'm not talking about the type you visit and drink at. I'm talking about the type you don't check out from for around 5 to 15 years. See, Australia, they didn't like playing the fool. We saw a video of that in October 2020. Now, about a month ago, this gets even more interesting. Why? Because we haven't heard anything recently, but apparently all of the redactions in that document, they stipulate that there's still an ongoing investigation that spawns from the 2020 UK trial. That's right. Apparently enough people said things in that UK trial that even though that judge said, hey, I'm good with this, Australia said, yeah, you know what? We aren't. We definitely aren't. And yeah, you and I, we're going to sit back at this. We're going to look at that document. We're going to look at that video. And we're going to laugh and we're going to laugh and we're going to laugh. So hey there, you fine folks, by the way. Now, isn't it fascinating that Australia could be the tripping point for that certain nameless person? The thing that actually makes them pay for their misdeeds. See, if you look back on that situation, essentially it was blamed on the help. And you know what? Australia, they let it go with an apology. UK 2020 rolls around. Evidence is provided that says, yeah, that nameless person is actually to blame. In Australia, they are none too happy. You have this pop up in October 2020. Let's just listen to this. It's about a minute long.
There was a question this morning in relation to I can confirm the department is investigating that matter. So there was evidence presented in the London court case which suggested false statements were provided in the court case in Australia in 2016. So we are investigating that.
So what's the timeline? You expect that investigation and decision made about?
As I understand it, the former state manager of Johnny Depp, Kevin Murphy, said in a witness statement that he told, quote, by email, telephone and in person that she could not take the dogs to Australia because the relevant paperwork and permits were not complete and the required 10-day quarantine arrangements had not been put in place. Murphy continued, Ms. later told the court in Australia that I had told her it was fine to bring the dogs into Australia. That is false. I never told her this.
Yes, so Senator, we understand that to be the case, or the evidence provided in the London court case, and giving a false testimony is an offence under the Crimes Act, so that is what we are now investigating.
Now that video was spicy, but you know, you and I, we didn't have an update until about a month ago. Now that update, it was provided by two people. I want to give them props here. You can see both that. You have the name's Q, so this is the person posting it, and all of these goodies, they're provided by @Paris2804. Props to both of you here. Now those documents, they come with this spicy nugget. And remember, all of this ties back to that video we just watched. It tells you everything is ongoing. I made a Freedom of Information request to the Agriculture Department regarding the dog smuggling incident. I received documents relating to it. One request was released in part with personal name and information redacted. But the final two documents sent to me were fully related, and the explanation in the decision letter stated the reason for full redaction is because it is an ongoing and current investigation. Ooh, man. I'll post the screenshots that show the full redaction, as well as parts of the decision letter which show a table of the request and decision. You'll see in that table that two documents fully redacted have a date of 2020, which to me relates to the decision of the Australian Parliament discussion of the UK trial, and that they will be investigating Pistol and Boo. That's the two dogs, by the way. The rest of the decision letter, I'll add here, shows the decision for full redaction of those documents being that it is ongoing and current investigation. So again, this stuff was opened back up in 2020 because of everything that went on in the UK. Somebody thought that they had a win. Oh, no, they certainly did not. Now, you can see all of this related in the cover letter that's coming back from the Australian government. Again, this is an official document coming from the Australian government, Department of Agriculture, Water and the Environment. You can see the reference number and redactions of personal information. And these are all the things that are requested. And bless the person that requested all of this, by the way. I'm not going to go over all of this, mind you. If you want to see all of that in a video, let me know. I may do that in a live stream or a video itself. But then you have this part here. This is the big request that goes to, again, more litigation and potential jail time. any documents between the 4th of November 2020 to current date for the Department of Agriculture relating to that nameless person, including any investigation into false statements provided in her London court case and offenses under the Crimes Act. You saw that mentioned again in that video that we watched. Now, the decision on this, they tell you, my decision, the department holds 4 documents totaling 12 pages that relate to your request. I have decided to grant you part access to 2 documents, providing you with edited copies of the documents, document 1 and 2, and refusing access to 2 documents, documents 3 and 4. Now, as far as why things aren't included, well, this gets really interesting. In reaching this decision, I'm satisfied that the 4 documents or part of those documents are exempt under the Freedom of Information Act as they, 1, contain information which may prejudice the conduct of an investigation of a breach or possible breach of the law. So they're telling you there's an ongoing investigation. They don't want to mess that up. Contain information which would or could reasonably be expected to have a substantial adverse effect on the management or assessment of personnel by the Commonwealth or by an agency, are exempt under the Freedom of Information Act as the release of information would involve unreasonable disclosure of personal information. So again, the first 2 things that they're telling you, they're telling you, hey, we still have something ongoing. We don't want to jeopardize that. Fun times, huh? Now, like I said before, I do not want to go over every document, but this one, it was listed specifically. And the reason for it, it is a doozy. Again, want to stress, this is from the Australian government. So this is the real meal deal. And when you're looking at this, you notice dates here. You have 6/6/2015. Okay, we're talking about something old. 10/6/2015. Something older again. Then documents, pages 9 and 10, 2020. Investigation progress report. So this is a progress report on something that is ongoing. That's why they're not going to give you it there. Decision. It is exempt in full. They have pages 9 and 10. Information in relation to a current investigation. Exempt under that section. So again, they have to redact all of that. And along with it, they have this too. They have document number 4. They have pages 11 and 12. Date on that, it's also 2020. Investigation progress report, exempt in full, pages 11 and 12. Information in relation to a current investigation, exempt under Section 77. Now, as far as that information release goes, too, you can see how it sets up. You have a page number. I'm going to the end of this because I'm only showing you the very end. But you can see this is 8 of 12, all of the stuff that's new. That starts up on page 9. And you can see page 9, page 10, and all of it's redacted under S37-1A. That means in current investigation. It is still ongoing. This thing, it could be the thing that, takes someone down. Remember, too, Australia, they were willing to go with an apology last time, but they were played for the fool in front of the entire world. So somebody thought that they got a win in the UK. The media, they've been saying, ooh, what a great thing. Yeah, it doesn't look like that, does it? Doesn't look like that at all. Oh, man, 15 freaking years are a possibility. Let me know what you think about this stuff, though. And as always, appreciate the heck out of you. You make this stuff possible. Can't say that enough. Thank you. You want to help out the channel too? There are links in the description. But you just being here, that helps. So thank you. I appreciate you. And we will see you soon.